What if every terrible thing that's ever happened to you, every heartbreak, every failure, every night you cried yourself to sleep, what if none of it was random? What if it was required, like hardwired into your code, necessary, non-negotiable? Now, picture this. Someone walks up to you, slides a map of your entire future across the table and says, in 2 days, something devastating is going to happen to someone you love. And if you try to stop it, you might unravel all of reality, every single timeline gone. Now, so what do? Do you sit there and let the worst day of your life play out? Or do you flip the table, break every rule in the multiverse, and go save your person? Now, most of us have already watched this movie, I know that, but I guarantee you, a lot of us walked out of that theater thinking that was insane, without really sitting with what it was actually trying to tell us. The message underneath all the spectacle. That's what we're cracking open today. Let's get into it. So our guy, our protagonist, he's this brilliant, creative, messy-haired kid who's never fully felt like he belonged anywhere. Not at school, not in his neighborhood, not even in his own skin some days. But then, he stumbles into this place, and suddenly he's surrounded by people just like him. Not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. And he's walking through their headquarters. Picture floors made of light, walls shifting between dimensions like watercolor paintings bleeding into each other, screens tracking every timeline ever created. And he feels it, that buzz, that I finally found my people feeling. But then, something shifts. The room gets quieter. People start staring, and he realizes something that drops his stomach through the floor. He wasn't supposed to be here. He is an anomaly, a glitch, a mistake stitched into the code of the universe. And those thousands of heroes he just admired, his icons, they turn on him, every single one. Now he's sprinting, and I mean sprinting, through dimensions where the ground under his feet is literally rearranging itself mid-step. 1 second it's a neon-soaked cityscape, the next it's crumbling into paper cutouts and charcoal sketches. Every person chasing him can predict his next move before he even thinks it. So how do you outrun an entire army that knows your playbook better than you do? Here's the thing. This is not just an animated movie. I need you to hear me on that. This is a full-blown revolution in how stories are told. It's fast, like aggressively fast. It's loud. The colors literally attack your eyeballs in the best way possible. Every single frame looks like a painting that took someone 6 months to finish. And then they made thousands of them. We're talking watercolor worlds dripping at the edges, dimensions rendered in construction paper and ink blots, entire cities that look like someone smeared oil pastels across a dream. But underneath all that gorgeous chaos, it's deeply, painfully emotional. Because the villain here isn't some dude in a cape twirling his mustache. The villain is the idea of fate itself. The system, the algorithm, the script that says, this is how your story goes. This is what you have to lose. Don't ask questions. And our kid, he watches everyone around him accept that script. Even the people he loves. They look him dead in the eyes and say, this is how it has to be. And then he says no. And that's the transformative message. And it genuinely changed something in me. You do not have to follow the script that society, your mentors, or even the universe wrote for you. You're allowed to grab that pen back. You're allowed to say, nah, I'm doing my own thing. Even when the entire world is screaming that you're wrong, that you're dangerous, that you're breaking something sacred. It explores something so specific and so real. The weight of being a first-generation anything. First in your family to chase a dream nobody understands. First to walk into rooms where nobody looks like you. Carrying your parents' sacrifices on your back like a boulder while simultaneously trying to figure out who you actually are underneath all that expectation. And by the time we hit the climax, I'm not going to spoil it, but the tension gets so thick, the air feels heavy. You forget to blink, you forget to breathe. Because our hero ends up stranded in the one place he was absolutely never supposed to go. And the screen cuts to black. And you just sit there in the theater, mouth open, heart pounding, whispering, are you kidding me right now? The mind-blowing, heart-destroying, jaw-on-the-floor movie I've been talking about is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, directed by the powerhouse trio of Joaquim Dos Santos, Kemp Powers, and Justin K. Thompson, 3 visionaries who basically looked at the rules of animation, laughed, and set them on fire. Shamik Moore becomes Miles Morales. You feel that kid's fear, his stubbornness, his love for his family in every single line reading. And Haley Steinfeld as Gwen Stacy. She carries a quiet heartbreak in her voice that will wreck you if you're paying attention. This film didn't just raise the bar for animated movies, it picked the bar up, yeeted it into another dimension, and said, come find it. This is day 5, and the lesson, the real one, the one I want you to carry with you after you click away from this video, is simple. Don't let anyone write your story for you. Not your parents' expectations, not society's timeline, not some algorithm that says this is how it's supposed to go. You are the author. You hold the pen. And your anomaly, that thing that makes you different, that thing that doesn't fit the mold, that's not a glitch. That's your superpower. Now go watch Across the Spider-Verse tonight, or rewatch it, because trust me, it hits completely different the second time. And drop me a comment. If you were Miles, would you save your dad or save the multiverse? Because I genuinely don't know what I'd do, and I've been arguing with myself about it for days. I am so hyped for day 6. You have no idea what's coming. If you made it all the way here, smash that thumbs up. You're a real one. And I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace.